Tonight, while you sleep, your brain is going to write 4 full movies, plots, characters, entire cities that do not exist. You will star in every single one of them. And by the time you pour your coffee tomorrow morning, almost all of it will be gone. Not faded, gone. As if someone walked through your head while you slept and shredded the evidence. Here is the unsettling part. Someone did. By the end of this video, you will know exactly who the shredder is, why your brain pays it to destroy your nights, and how to use the 5 minutes you get each morning to steal a dream back. Chapter 1. The Dream Window. You probably think you barely dream. Once or twice a week, maybe, on a strange night. That is the first assumption we need to kill. In 1953, a graduate student in Chicago named Eugene Aserinsky wired electrodes to his sleeping son and noticed the boy's eyes darting back and forth under closed lids. He had discovered REM sleep, the phase where your dreams come roaring in. And when researchers started waking people up in the middle of it, the numbers were shocking. Wake someone during REM sleep, and about 85% of the time, they are mid-dream. Wake them in deep sleep, and it still happens about 45% of the time. You dream 4 to 6 times every night, roughly 2 hours of movies every single night of your life. You are not a person who barely dreams. You are a person who barely remembers. And the reason is something we will call the dream window. When you wake up, the dream you were just inside is not saved anywhere. It exists on a mental scratch pad, fragile, unsecured, already dissolving. Researchers estimate that most of it is gone within about 5 minutes of opening your eyes. The alarm rings, you sit up, you check your phone, and the scratch pad wipes itself while you scroll. The dream did not slip out of your memory. It was never in your memory. You were watching the final seconds of something being destroyed in real time. But here is what is fascinating. Your brain is not failing to save your dreams. It is refusing to. Chapter 2. The Missing Ink. Deep in your brainstem sits a tiny blue cluster of cells called the locus coeruleus, the blue spot. Its job is to spray a chemical called noradrenaline across your brain. Noradrenaline is the ink your memory writes with. It tags a moment as important so the rest of your brain files it away. In 1981, neuroscientists Gary Aston Jones and Floyd Bloom measured these cells across the sleep cycle, and they found something strange. During REM sleep, the exact phase where your most vivid dreams play, the blue spot goes almost completely silent, the lowest level of your entire day. Think about what that means. The wildest experiences of your night are running at full volume, and the pen your brain writes memories with has no ink in it. The movie plays. Nothing is written down. You are not forgetting your dreams. There was never anything to forget. And everything up to this point is passive, an empty pen, a quiet blue spot, an accident of chemistry. Here is where that story breaks. It is not an accident. This next part is the piece almost nobody knows. Your brain also runs a cleanup crew, and its only job is to erase what you saw tonight. Chapter 3. The Eraser Crew. In 2019, a team led by Akihiro Yamanaka at Nagoya University in Japan published a study in the journal Science. They were watching a strange group of cells in the hypothalamus called MCH neurons. These cells switch on during REM sleep, exactly while you dream, and they reach down into the hippocampus, the part of your brain that saves new memories, and they press mute on it. When the team activated those cells in mice, the mice forgot what they had just learned, wiped clean, the same way your dreams vanish by breakfast. When the team shut the cells down, the mice remembered more. And the same machinery is sitting inside your head right now. The conclusion was almost absurd. Your brain has an eraser built into it, and the eraser switches on every time you dream. Forgetting your dreams is not a malfunction. It is a feature your brain spends energy on every night, on purpose. Scientists are still arguing about why. The leading idea is housekeeping. Your brain needs to clear weak, useless connections to make room for what matters. But there is a darker idea too. If every dream were saved like a real event, your past would fill up with things that never happened. You would remember conversations nobody had, places you have never been, versions of the people you love doing things they never did. The eraser might be the only thing keeping your own history trustworthy. And it gets stranger. Chapter 4. The Recall Tax. You know that one person who remembers vivid dreams every single morning in detail like they came back from a trip. You probably assumed their brain is gifted. In 2014, a researcher named Perrine Ruby at the Lyon Neuroscience Research Center scanned the brains of 41 sleepers. 21 of them were high recallers, remembering around 5 dreams a week. 20 were low recallers, remembering barely 2 a month. The difference was not talent. The high recallers woke up far more during the night, around 30 minutes of tiny scattered awakenings, the same kind that pepper your own nights, too short to even notice. Low recallers, about 14 minutes. Every one of those little surfacings is a crack in the dream window. For a few seconds, the blue spot flickers back on, the ink returns. And whatever dream is playing gets a chance to be written down before the eraser arrives. So, remembering your dreams is not a gift. It is a tax, and you pay it in broken sleep. If you remember nothing most mornings, your sleep may simply be too solid to interrupt. Dream memory was never about the quality of your memory. It is about how often your guard blinks. Which brings us back to tomorrow morning. Here's the experiment. When you wake up, do not move. Do not open your eyes. Do not touch the phone. You are inside the dream window, and you have about 5 minutes. Hold still and replay whatever is left once from beginning to end. Attention is the one thing that pulls the blue spot back online. And dream researchers use this exact method themselves. Give the ink a moment to flow, and the dream gets written into your actual past. And if you lie there and find nothing at all, no images, no story, just black, do not call that failure. The movies played, all 4 of them. The eraser simply got there first. You did not forget your dreams tonight. Your brain made sure of it.